thank you for bringing this up too, is because you're absolutely correct. People get excited. They get some incredible results, and we're thankful that they do, but they may fall outside what we claim. So when we do our clinical studies, it's to validate that the product works and that it's safe. And then we take those studies and we go to our attorney. So we have an attorney that specializes in FDA and FTC. And then we say, okay, we're in this category of general wellness. What can we say? And so those claims then get approved, and that's what makes it to the website. So any claims that we make about our product that's on the website, that's going to be safe. So the danger then comes from people understandably looking up on the internet, what does copper peptide do? So you can go to a Wikipedia page on GHKCU. You can look at clinical studies from Lauren Picard, who was the discoverer of copper peptide, and you'll find out very quickly it does some extraordinary things that anybody can see. So let's use an example. Let's say we'll take something really controversial like cancer. So copper peptide has been used in studies to support immune activity in animal and human models with different types of cancer. Now, this is on number one, we don't do any clinical studies on our product, so we have no idea if it would be effective or safe for treating cancer. And then also those studies are done with injections of copper peptide. So that's an exogenous source of copper peptide. And I think the way that we do it is actually better because you're promoting your body to produce its own copper peptide. But there is a difference there. So ethically, unless we do a study proving something, we can't make a claim about it. And then if we did a study, let's say on the use of copper peptide to support immune function, then that's very clearly a medical claim, and as it would be applied to a disease treatment, and we would have to get approval from the FDA, and then it would be regulated as a class 3 drug. And that would be well outside the network, which is something we definitely don't want to do. So the first thing is brand partners can use the claims that are on the website, and they should not be making any claims that are medical in nature, especially on the internet. If it's at home and somebody is excited and sharing that with a friend or family member, from my perspective, there's no harm in doing that.
Okay, so we shouldn't be saying anything like healing a disease.
Definitely not. Definitely not. When we do LifeWave Connect and other webinars, and we do talk about disease treatment, it's always from the perspective of here are natural compounds. Let's say if we talked about COVID, I might bring up, well, people should be taking iodine and NaC and other materials to help protect them from COVID. Funny enough, a natural sweetener in chewing gum, xylitol, just came out this past week from a study, 70% effective at killing the COVID virus. Wish we had known that back in 2019, right? Wow. But if we talk about any diseases, it's always from the perspective of here's things you can do to support your health. And if you want to use the patches for general wellness, this is how you do it. But we never make a disease claim about the patches. It's always about general wellness.